Scott and Era, just looking at some of the concepts that we've done for you so far. So, as you can see, this is the current house plan set at that final finished floor level. And what I've done is given you a couple of different options here to look at. So, pool and paving all up at one level. This is the view out from the house. Now, I do realise that these sliding doors don't quite look like this. This was actually off the original design that is now changed. I have actually updated this drawing since making this video. So we come out of the house, it's all nice and flat. We've got a little bit of a garden bed in front of the pool fence just to provide a softening. Now, don't take any of the plants literally. These will all be pretty cool Australian natives throughout here, just in mass plantings and sweeping curves. You can see between the lawn and the garden bed, I've got these big black bands of steel. And then as we come around here, what I want to be able to do is retain two of the trees that are existing and built this retaining wall that kind of wraps around the trees and accentuates those the black bands, and they're going to look awesome at night time when lit up. And of course, that retaining wall will be 1.2 meters in high, which will be the pool fence. So looking at it from the alfresco area, really just going to extend that paving all the way out. Glass fence obviously in between, can't join those two spaces. And plenty of space at this end. Now, since doing this drawing, I have changed this so that we now have access somewhere where that umbrella is to the to that other room. So this is looking at the retaining wall from the tennis court end, 1.2 meters in height. Like I said, it's got to be non-climbable. And this is really just natural ground levels sloping down towards the tennis court. Now, the funny bit of grass that you see through the tennis court at the moment is a natural contour through the land. The tennis court's just drawn in flat at the 50-50 mil cut. Now, in reality, what will happen is that this tennis court will drain to this corner closest to us now, and it'll be more or less at existing ground level. As you can see, I've started putting in trampoline. We've got to talk about vegetable gardens and sheds and chook sheds and all those kinds of things, but we will get to that shortly. So this is Rev 2 or option number 2, where the pool is now at natural ground level. So there are implications for the other one. The implications will be when we raise it, it's going to be a lot of suspended slabs, a lot of engineering, a lot of retaining walls, etc., and we do get to use the natural grade of the ground to put a pool fence at the back of the pool, but there's going to be some additional cost when we build this pool up. It's really a sort of another 600 or 700 mil, as you can see there. The spar, I've now actually changed that spar to a round spar with spillover edges, rolled edges. But this is what it looks like when we wrap the pool fence around the pool at more or less at ground level. Again, keeping those existing trees, filling these garden beds up with native planting. I've just done a little bit of a corner detail there in some steel rods, just to make it a bit interesting. Some umbrellas at the back of the pool there. And then these lawn areas will just naturally grade down to towards the tennis court. Now there are a bunch of trees that I haven't necessarily shown on these drawings, but this is where I'm at, and let's chat and go from there.